Hey there, friends. Thanks for checking in. Today we're looking at the Smith Wesson SD9VE. Budget pistol that has above budget quality, and it rates and reviews very well. This was Smith Wesson's answer to the Sigma. Now, I once owned a Sigma. It felt very similar. The frame, the fit, the finish, it had a great feel to it, excellent ergos, as does this gun. But the Sigma's trigger was long and heavy, and they had some issues with Glock, and this is their answer to it, the SD9VE. It comes with two 16-round mags, well built, and a 4-inch barrel. So this is a compact size pistol that is budget. Now the MSRP on this is $389, but just yesterday, Palmetto State Armory, August 20th, 2017, they were selling this, and it sold out fast for $200. That is a steal. I typically see it in the upper 200s. It has dropped a little bit this summer, but for $200, it sold out so fast, and people really enjoy this gun, and I can see why. Now let's first show clear. Let's take a look at that trigger. Now Smith & Wesson calls it an SDT, self-defense trigger, and it is a hinge trigger, very common with the M&P line. See that hinge right there? I'm holding the top side of it, but that's a hinge trigger. So as you grip and pull the trigger, that hinge just breaks, and then here's the reset. Very audible right there. Not quite a full reset, but close. Definitely a double action trigger pull. A little heavier than some of the triggers that we're used to, but nowhere near as heavy as that Sigma that Smith was selling, and I'm pretty sure still do. A lot of people like that Sigma. They say it's reliable. They say this gun is reliable. You can see it's got some nice engraving right there. A couple of the features, already mentioned the two 16-round magazines. Does have some good texturing on the back strap and front. Trigger guard goes a bit wide. Matter of fact, if we take a look at a Glock 19, we'll see that the trigger guard goes quite a bit wider. And I think that's good in case it's the winter time, you have a glove on, you can fit your finger in there. I think it'll still work with the Glock, just a little extra room. So if I try to use this gun with a Glock 19 holster, it's not going to fit, and it's that trigger guard that gets caught up there. So I think that is good. I don't think that there's a downside to a larger trigger guard. It does have a Picatinny rail right there for your optics, and front serrations for your press checks. Not a heavy spring at all. We'll do a quick size comparison. Now the SD9VE holds an additional round, 16 rounds, compared to the Glock 19. Much more ergo grip. Glock's a workhorse. All right, it's made to run. You don't buy a Glock because it's pretty or fancy. It's a workhorse. This rates very well. People say this too is a workhorse, but the ergos on this, it's got a thinner grip, nicer feel in my opinion. And both have a 4-inch barrel. You can see that does have a sight hole for loaded chamber indicator right there. You should be able to see some brass in there, and it breaks down the same way as well. I like this slide stop right here. It's flush with the frame, but it's serrated, so when the slide is locked back, it pops out just a hair, and those serrations are just enough to drop the slide. It does have a finger pad there, a thumb pad to give you a place to grip that weak side thumb. I actually like those. A lot of CZs have those as well. Regular 3-dot sights, nice feel to it. Amazing price, really is amazing price. Let's go ahead and take a look at the internals. We'll hit those takedown levers, pull the trigger, and here we have a captured recoil spring polymer guide rod, and then the 4-inch barrel. Looks like a bull barrel, rather thick right there. And then here's your polymer frame. It's not an ambi gun. All right, so it's definitely right-handed friendly. I'm not sure if you could move the mag release to the other side. I would guess that you could. But those guys that got in on that deal for $200, they did well. You know, I've seen it anywhere from $200 to $300. And then if you could pick one of these up used, which I seldom see on the used market, then that is a good deal as well. But there it is, guys. I'm going to be doing a range review shortly. I'm looking forward to checking this out. Definitely a budget gun, but not budget quality from everything I could tell. And when I watch reviews and read reviews on this, people speak very highly of this gun. And so far, I do as well. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.